Hey everyone, Matt Gunn here, FlyingGiants.com at the 61st Annual Toledo Weak Signals Expo, and we've got Greg Popple of Team Futaba here. He's going to talk a little bit about S-Bus. Greg, tell us a little bit about the technology. I know it's been around for a while, but it seems to be making a big comeback now, and I'm very excited about what S-Bus has to offer. Tell us a little bit.
The biggest thing is it expands the capabilities of a radio. You can take a 6 to 8 channel radio and make it a 14 channel radio. You can take a standard servo and make it S-Bus. That flexibility opens up a whole new world to everybody.
And then tell us a little bit about the wiring aspect of it. Now, I know in a traditional system you've got servo leads running back and forth, especially in multiple servo control surfaces. What does the S-Bus platform do to mitigate some of the wiring clutter?
The amazing thing is when you open up the airplane and start looking in, and you see one wire coming off the receiver. So we're running one wire all the way back to the end of the airplane, plugging them in to the rudder and elevator, and that's all you have.
Thank you so much for explaining a little bit about it, and we're glad that Futaba has decided to make S-Bus a comeback in 2015.
For everybody.
Hey everyone, it's Jim T. Graham on the floor of Toledo 2015 with Aaron Favett of Hobbico. How are you doing? Are you ready for the big show?
I'm very excited for my first Toledo. This is a very exciting morning for me.
This emptiness that you see and feel will not be like this in a matter of moments.
I'm sure. I've heard it's going to get wild, so I'm excited.
So what's on the floor today that you feel like we should talk about first?
Well, we've got the new P-47 Razorback. It's a very cool aircraft. We've got the X4 Pro, our new quad. That has got some amazing features. We've got the new Cajun Commander. It's
Ooh, yeah, we know about that.
Yeah, it's awesome airboat that it's got some pretty cool 3D printable files, so you can download, or so you can have extra files printed for your boat.
I'm going to interrupt you. For some of the guys in our car section, you know we've been having contests, and I don't believe that we have put the Commander up yet. We haven't offered that as a contest yet. I think that thing would be awesome.
Yeah. Oh, way to put me on the spot, Jim. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, we can definitely put that up for a giveaway. I think that would be awesome.
Well, I wanted to say that everyone at RCGroups and FG, Flying Giants, are excited to have you on board. I know we've been doing a lot together and getting some contests out and a lot of other things, and that's kind of it's not only good for the companies and the planes, but it's great for the hobbyists out there who can get their hands on some of your equipment. So thank you very much.
Well, absolutely. We're happy to do it. And yeah, we're planning all sorts of giveaways throughout the year, so stay tuned for some more fun giveaways.
Aaron Favett, and now we're going to go cruise around the Hobbico area. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey everyone, RCGroups in the Horizon booth with Kim Payne. Kim, every year you guys bring all the good stuff, and occasionally you bring some new stuff. And we're going to take a tour and go talk to some of your product managers, but is there anything you want to talk about before we get going?
Actually, I mean, just welcome to the 2015 Toledo show and to our booth and some of the new products that we're going to be introducing and having the guys talk to you about. And one of the big things that we have that super exciting, and it's the new emerging segment for the 250 class FPV racers. So I think you guys are really kind of like that one.
So we're going to jump out and go move around this booth, but before we do, sometimes you get to go to shows, sometimes you're rearranged to other shows. Will we be seeing you at the CEF or the Joe Nall?
At the Joe Nall.
All right, well you can look forward to that, and we'll talk to you in the booth there, and now we're going to move on and check out some stuff. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
FPV racing is everywhere. It's only going to get thicker as everyone explores and discovers how much fun it is, and this is a sexy little beast. What's going on?
You bet. This is our new 250 racer. This has got I'll just start with the motors here. These are 24, 2300 kV motors. We went with molded, out of the box, these are going to be molded motor mounts here. Full carbon fiber frame, aluminum arm blocks. We'll also have aluminum motor blocks as an option part too.
I love those embedded LEDs.
Yeah, the LEDs in the arms make it easy to see when you're flying, racing against your buddies. Red in the back, green in the front. Yep. This has got our speed control by Castle, actually, 4-in-1. Yep, Castle's going to be doing our ESCs here. We're running an AR636 flash with quad race programming. So basically, it's set up to fly quads. We canted the motors. If you look at the motors here, these are all canted 10 degrees forward, just to add that little bit extra oomph when you're, flying fast forward flight. So, yeah. Other than that, this is working off a 3-cell, 11.1, 1350. We're getting around 8 minutes of flight with that.
How tough is this thing? Are there replacement parts for the accidents?
You bet. We're going to have replacement parts for it, props, motor mounts, of course, frame, upper frame and lower frame. Aluminum blocks will be available. So we'll have a full line of parts for it.
Tell me about your prop nuts. I know when you're racing, nuts tend to, it's a problem.
One thing we went with on here is self-tightening nuts. So these will never loosen up.
And they look good too.
Yeah, they look excellent, yeah. You can also tell by, which one is which. Here we got black and silver, so yeah.
All right, now let's talk about that camera that's sitting on that canopy.
Yeah, the camera is a new camera. It's not the VA 1100 like on the Nano QX FPV. This is actually a slightly powerful camera, more powerful camera. This is 25 milliwatts, so it's going to give you a lot more distance than the other one we did previously.
How many grams?
We're looking at 105 as flying weight.
And what about on that camera? Do you know what it is?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it.
We'll look that up for you.
Yeah, but 105 total flying weight.
And one more thing, you put the red in the back and the green in the front, which is how it should be, and no one ever does it that way.
I know. We wanted to get it right this time, so.
Awesome.
That's what we went with.
Well, Kobe, thanks a lot, and I'm sure we're going to see more and hear more, and if Jason Cole has anything to do with it, I guarantee one of those will be in his stable.
Oh, yeah, you bet.
Everybody, we're talking to Seth Arnold. Seth has been in the hobby a long time. And speaking of a long time, I've got to tell you a story. When I was a kid, my grandpa used to take me to air shows. And when I say a kid, I mean like 5 to 6 years old. The only airplane that really ever spoke to me, and the first airplane that I thought, I want that, which is probably why I'm here today in RC, was a Pitts sitting in a hangar. And I don't know what it was about it, but it just got me.
Yep.
And it got a lot of other people too. So let's talk about your Pitts.
Yeah, so this is the Ultra Micro Pitts from E-Flight. This is one of the projects I did a little over a year ago, I think now. We released it just before CEF last year, and we've been selling them quite well for a good while. A lot of guys are really liking the airplane, but 2S brushless, removable landing gear, AS3X, but overall just a sweetheart of an airplane, a really sweet flying airplane. Typically with an airplane like this and this size, they're pretty mean and pretty unfriendly and everything else, but
you tame it down with the internals?
Yep, tame it down a little bit with AS3X. That helps a lot. We made some changes to the airframe too, but overall we wanted a good-looking, great flying sport aerobatic airplane. So.
It's beautiful. You can put it on your desk, it looks great.
Exactly.
And then what else do we have back here? I see.
So we also have the brand new E-Flight Ultra Micro PT-17. This one we just announced last week right before Toledo. So
it's beautiful.
Brand spanking new for the show. This comes as a bind and fly, but the airplane is actually based on Pat Hartness's full-scale airplane, so it's the same trim scheme. If you look at the end number, it says the same end number as Pat's airplane.
That's really cool.
Pat thankfully allowed us to do it, so pretty exciting. We get to actually share it a little bit. So cool airplane, comes for bind and fly $99 with a 1S 150. Works off the same standard 1S little battery we've had for quite some time now. Brushed motor, 2-blade prop, but overall just a good flying little slow, gentle airplane.
Have you done the photo shoot with Pat's plane yet, or is that going to happen at CEF?
That'll probably be Joan Hall.
Joan Hall.
Yep, Joan Hall.
Very beautiful. I would want to age it out and make it look all nice and distressed.
Yep, exactly. We always get a little excited about all of them. I have a little Pitts with a horizon indicator and stuff on mine and everything else, but it's a lot of fun to take them and customize them a little bit, change them up. So
awesome. Beautiful.
Hey guys, I'm here with Adam Schaefer of RCLogger. He's got a couple of new products to talk about. The first is going to be the RCI Nova X. Did I say that right?
That's correct.
All right, so tell us a little bit about it.
Nova X is our new introductory platform to the 350 multi-rotor market. There's a lot of cool features about Nova X. I can't go into all of them, but some of the things I do want to share is that we really started from the ground up. We decided to do something a little outside of the box, nothing with the plastic white frame or anything like that. Our system's very modular. It's nice to work on and repair if you have crashes or stuff like that. It's very resilient. Obviously we have GPS position hold. We have a very, very effective altitude height hold system. The best I've ever seen. Our return to home of course, intelligent orientation control, stuff like that. We actually have different acronyms for it. We call it SMART and IRCP, but the concept's still the same, so a lot of autonomy built in. We also have a really cool app called iControl, and it enables the user to control, like do calibration procedures, change flight parameter settings. So Nova X, the RTF, is shipping in the next 3 to 4 weeks. And you can also get this in an ARF form, so if you already have your own personal transmitter, you can just add your receiver and go fly like that too. So we're kind of a hybrid.
So what type of flight times are we seeing out of the Nova X?
We're running a 3S 5200 milliamp, and we're getting 20 minutes unloaded.
Nice.
So fully loaded with a gimbal, 16, 17 minutes, which is pretty darn good.
So we have this beautiful gimbal here that's on the Extreme. I know this craft very well. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, this is brand new. This is called the X1. It's a first of its kind. It's a micro brushless gimbal for the Mobius camera, specifically designed for that. We all know Mobius, very familiar. Everybody that seems to be in a multi-rotor, if they don't have a GoPro, they have a Mobius. Right. So we decided we wanted to make something so people could do indoor and outdoor aerial footage. So we made this really small gimbal. It's our own controller. It's basically in production right now. We're expecting to have it out in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Retail price is going to be between $120 and $140, nice. So relatively inexpensive. The cool thing about the gimbal is, yes, it's on Extreme right here, but it'll also work with any platform. It just runs off of 5 to 12 volts, and it's a common JST plug. You plug it in. No tuning, no tweaking.
That was my next question. No software tuning involved?
Need, but we have it firmware upgradable too, so if down the road we come up with maybe a better way to do things, the end user can plug a micro USB in, download the firmware, and upgrade it. So it's pretty sweet.
Well, there you have it. Some of the latest goodies from my good friend Adam at RCLogger.com. Adam lives right down the street from me, by the way.
Yep. We're locals, so
Ohio.
We get a chance to hang out and fly together. That's pretty cool.
Thanks, bud.
Hey, thank you, man.
All right.
Appreciate it, man.
Yep.
Take care.
Hey guys, we're here with the man, the mystery, the legend, Vova Resnick of RangeVideo.com. This man is single-handedly responsible for starting FPV in the United States. I know I'm playing you up a lot, but it's true. So tell me a little bit, Vova, about these beautiful head play goggles that you have on.
Okay, so these are the goggles that will resurrect the company head play. They are a very simple, rugged design, made for the people. So it's a democratic FPV goggle. They fit 90% of the people. They work even if you wear glasses. They're very integrated, so they have the battery, the antenna, the 5.8 gigahertz receiver on all 32 channels, the HDMI input.
Now you mentioned HDMI. They are HD capable headset.
Right, so the display is 1280 by 800 pixels. So they can accept a 720p input or a 1080 and they'll downscale it. So that will work with a DJI Inspire. It just plugs into the back of the remote, a DJI Light Bridge or the new HD Links.
Yeah.
And it will display that beautiful picture, very crisp. And there's no visible latency there, except if you have it in your transmission system.
Now what are they made out of?
They're made out of EPP for the outside, for the main body. This is called EPP foam. It's what car bumpers are made of. No light gets in, so it feels like you're sitting in a theater. When you're in there and they're off, you just see nothing. And then you turn them on and you see this huge screen in front of you. They come with 2 different thicknesses of face padding foam, so you can adjust to fit your face and your comfort. 2 different lenses, depending if you're nearsighted or farsighted. The head strap, and yeah, it comes with everything in one package. There's only one type of model. You only need to choose the color which you want. The democratic goggles. So that was the goal.
There you have it, everybody. The people's goggles.
Yes, the people's goggles.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, man.
All right. right, so tell us, what's the future of Ready Made RC?
We'd like to grow our business to be very big, and we'd like to give back to the community. We think the future of FPV would be getting to fly further away, higher up.
I think that's a great future for us.
FAA, nope, he's just kidding.